Hey guys, John and John here from Nothing But Cardboard, and today I have some cards back from PSA. So stay tuned, let's see what's in here. Alright guys, thanks for joining us. We appreciate you guys. We just reached 2,000 subscribers recently, so
That's
we're
right.
really happy about that.
That's
exciting.
a major milestone for us.
Big time.
So thank you guys for the support. We really do appreciate it.
Yeah, big time. This order took about a month for them to get it through the system. They received like April 26th. They're really flying. Took almost as long for me to get it back from FedEx because they misshipped it. So really tempting to look. You guys know my opinion about looking at the grades ahead of time. So that was really tempting. Not looking, having to wait for the cards.
Looking is always a temptation that we have to battle every time. It's tough, but the blind reveals are just so much more rewarding. Now, before we get into this, John, we wanted to make this a little bit more interesting, and we had a little bit of a challenge, so we don't want to quite go into that yet. So go ahead, explain how this is going to work.
All right, we're trying to come up with a challenge. We need you guys' help. What you think might happen? I was thinking something physical. John was thinking something gross. Cody likes eating hot stuff, so we're kind of back and forth. So for me in this challenge, I'm going to do a push-up challenge today. For each card I get wrong, it's going to be 10 push-ups per grade. Each card I get right, it takes 5 off.
And that's off of his pre-grade, so his pre-grades have to match PSA's grade.
Correct.
So,
and then we'll keep a tally, and like once a quarter or once ever, however long, we'll do a team challenge, either eating something gross, or push-ups. Like I said, we're going to work on that.
But you have 10 cards here, so you could potentially be doing 100 push-ups after this video.
I could, and then I'll be strong enough to go down there and wrestle down a PSA grader.
So I'm going to be keeping track. Let's go ahead and get this rolling, though.
All right, you have to have 20 cards to submit to PSA, so I had to dig out some old cards that I had, probably back from my collection back in the 90s.
But this is a really cool card. So this is the Michael Jordan NBA Hoops, number 65. You pre-graded this a 9.
Okay, was it a 9?
You pre-graded it a 9.
All right.
And it got a 9.
Nice.
He is 1 for 1.
Art card with the border and the colors.
That's a tough one to gem on. So at a PSA 9, that's a $30 card. So if that was in your collection, you spent $19 on grading, you'll make just a little bit of money there.
And the movie just came out about MJ and the shoes.
Right.
So possible.
So this one is the Mark Jackson card. Obviously, it has the two brothers there on the bottom. What's their name?
The
Menendez.
Menendez brothers.
So anyway, you have this as an 8, possible 9, but you circled 8, so you think it's going to be a PSA 8.
Again, these grade tough too, so.
And it got a 9, which means you have to do 10 push-ups for that one.
Whoa.
But okay, so the PSA 9 goes for $60. So that is a win.
I'll do a push-up for that.
Yeah.
Very good.
There you go.
And I'm trying to get back, and we have a lot of, not a lot, but we have a few followers that like vintage cards, and that's the era that I grew up in. So I'm trying to get back into that a little bit more to entertain those guys and get back to my roots.
Some would call that vintage. Some would call that the junk wax era. But
true. Depends on how old it is.
That's true. All right. So this is a Vidal Brujan for the Rays. He is up and down between the majors and minors, but this is a blue refractor, and it says I pulled it, and this is a PSA 10.
I did pull this. When I sent it off, I thought he was playing and he was hot, so I thought he was going to make the team and do good, but he's back in the minors, so this will be a long-term hold.
And it did get a Gem Mint 10, though, and there are currently no sales. I don't actually know anyone who is grading him other than you.
Maybe his mom. I'll put this on there, and maybe his mom.
Oh, I didn't even realize that card is numbered.
Yep, 199.
Yeah. There you go. So that is a Pop 1 card we have right here.
And I would have only sent that because I thought it was going to pull a 10.
Right.
So.
And he was, like you said, looking for a couple extra cards to throw into the submission.
All right. I have some crackers in here. I'm going to go into more detail in the next video, but this one, it's hard to find cards. I was struggling finding cards, so I decided to get some cards to crack to make it easier to get a submission together. So, we like the subgrade so that we can kind of tell what's going on. So this was a SGC green,
or a CSG
green label, 9.5. So you would assume that it would crack over, it would pull over to a 10.
We'll see. You paid, you have 45 into this card right now. You pre-graded it a 9, though. You didn't pre-grade it a 10.
We didn't look at the cards. We were in a hurry to crack these, and we were... Where were we going? We were going somewhere, and the girls were in a hurry, and we were trying to get stuff done. I think you were going out of town, so we were in a rush.
But I got a Gym Mint 10. There you go, John. You are wrong again. That is more push-ups for you, but I think that you're always okay if it goes up, right?
Very, very true.
All right, so
Wow.
a PSA 10 in that card is a solid $70 right now.
That used to be a $200, $300 card back in the day.
Yeah, unfortunately, everybody's grading them, and the pop count is just
Out of control.
exploded, but still a very nice card. Still a very nice card.
All right, now we're getting to some football and some guys that I like.
All right, so there it is. It was a black label CSG 9.5, which means it is a Mint Plus card. So this is the Justin Herbert Silver Mosaic from the Mosaic set. Pre-graded a 9.
Again, we didn't look at it, so I'm just trying to go with the numbers.
Playing the numbers game, and it is a 9, in fact. So that's probably about a $54 card. It looks like you had about 69 into that one. So
that one's going to hurt.
Unfortunately, probably going to lose a little bit of money on that one. But hopefully we can turn it around, get some more 10s here, and that'll just cover that cost right up.
Can't win them all, right?
And just so you know, you're currently doing 5 push-ups. That's where we're at.
That's it? All right.
That's it.
I think I can do that. I'll be 58 this year.
But you can still do 5, hopefully.
I guess we'll see at the end of the video.
All right, so this is also Justin Herbert. This is the rookie introduction Silver Mosaic. As you guys can see, it was an SGC 9.5 Mint Plus.
We've had better luck with these crossing over, so.
And you had $47 into this card. Pre-graded a 10. And it did get a Gym Mint 10. There you go, John.
Sweet.
So that is a $100 card at a PSA 10 sale. You got your money right back in that card right there. So we're not done. We have 4 more cards for you in this challenge. John is currently doing 0 push-ups with that win right there.
I like this challenge. This will be good. I was kind of thinking,
So what happens if you have negative push-ups? What happens then?
I think you have to.
I have to do push-ups? I didn't sign up for that.
Well, you're the PSA grader. You're in that seat there.
Oh, God. I'm the PSA. I'll put your PSA shirt on and start doing push-ups. All right, so he has 3 of these Josh Allen rookie scorecards. They're in his Wyoming jersey.
Yep.
The first one, or actually, we don't really know which one is which, but he had 2 cracked cards. One was an SGC 10. One was a CSG, a green 9.5. So both of those were Gym Mint, and then he had a raw card.
Yep.
So you paid $65 for the black labels SGC, $48 for the CSG, and $38 for the raw card.
Yep.
These cards should get a 10, a 10, and a 9 according to your pre-grades.
All right, what if we just go with 3 10s? That would be kind of sweet.
Well, there's your first 10, so I'll chalk that up as a win for John, and that is an over $100 card.
So we'll say that that's the 10.
Yeah, so that one card
For the
pays
numbers.
for the 2 cracked cards already. So that's awesome. You should have one more 10, and you do have one more 10.
So if we're assuming that that's the
Those were the 2 cracked
9.5,
cards. That means this is the raw 9.
the raw card.
This is the raw 9. What do we got? And they just all Jim. So you got that one wrong, but I don't think you
Sweet.
care.
Sweet.
I don't think he cares because you're still at 0 push-ups.
And Josh Allen sells so well, so that's just nice.
That's crazy. A lot of the times when you stack 3 cards of the same kind in a row like that,
That's what I keep hearing.
they'll beat you up, but they did not on that one. They were actually working in your favor.
I think
So-
my grader has him on his fantasy team.
And you've sent a lot of those score Josh Allen cards, and they have all treated you well. So
They have. That's a good point. That year, that card just grades pretty well.
Yeah.
So how much did I pay for the
which one?
10 was...
So you paid $65 for the 10, $48 for the 9.5, and $38 for the raw card.
That includes the grading fees.
Okay.
So $18 for one raw, and then I paid $45 for this one. So just because it's pre-graded and you're cracking it, you got a good chance of it switching over, but it's twice as much money as the one raw
Yeah,
card.
you're paying for
So-
grading, but not in the case of the green label. That was only $10 more than a raw card.
Right.
So that was a pretty safe bet.
Yeah.
All right,
Cool.
so last card here, we're going to move along. This is Shohei Ohtani, his Diamond Kings. This is unlicensed. It is a Panini card, but it doesn't matter because it's Shohei and he sells like crazy. You pre-graded this at 10, and it is a Gym
Sweet.
Mint 10. Way to go, John.
It's just a base card, but I like Shoei. He sells well, so that's what was the comp on that?
$60 for a PSA 10. You bought that card for $5, and then you got
So
a graded
$25.
Exactly. So that's doubling your money right there.
7 gems and 3.
Yeah, 70%. I can do the math on that one off the top of my head. 70% gem mint rate right there.
So you guys aren't going to get to watch me do any push-ups today. I
Yeah,
apologize
so
for
you were correct on 7 of them. You were only incorrect on 3 of them.
And one of those went up?
So actually 2 of them went up. Yeah.
And those
Well, actually, no, all 3 of them went up.
Okay.
You were under on all 3 that you got wrong. So that's awesome. Congratulations,
Yeah, I
John.
appreciate it.
But that is just part 1 of this reveal. We still have 10 more cards that we are going to reveal. Maybe somebody will end up doing push-ups at the end of that video. We'll see. But stay tuned. We're going to go ahead and show that one next week.
Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it.